Corrosive, I know that they notice. Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice. Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice. Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice.
Baby, FOMC live, let's get it.
Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice.
Yo, Auto Gang, how we feeling, baby? We back, my friends. We back with Bitcoin up today, my friends. 3%, almost 4%. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. We got FOMC coming up as well. Come on.
Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice. Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice. Explosive, corrosive, I know that they notice.
Started here in about 2 minutes, just making sure we're booted up, ready to go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. FOMC live. Let's go. CPI this morning absolutely ripped, baby. Freaking ripped. Markets, man. They didn't give a damn about yesterday's price action. You kidding me? They didn't give a damn about yesterday's price action. My name is Jacob. Good to see you. Good to see you. Lasers climbing and everything. And we're popping off here. But Bitcoin, oh Bitcoin, how we love you. Back up 69674. Jay the DJ, baby. I like it. We're going to go over gold. We're going to go over a lot of things. Gold, right? Well, gold's reaction, we talked about potentially going short yesterday, but it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. FOMC determines everything. CPI determines everything. I'm not going to question news. I'm not going to try to go against news. So, again, we had to wait on today. Wednesday was the day. If you didn't trade today, you're doing it right, man. It's good to see everybody back in here. Welcome back. Welcome back. FOMC Live. Let's get it in just about 8 minutes here. We'll get some FOMC reports. We'll try to get those live. I know BK is going to be watching that stream. I've debated on watching it. The problem is my audio situation doesn't really work because I'm literally streaming off a separate computer and the audio is not being fed from that. So it'd be hard to listen to Jerome. But at the same time, it's all about market reaction. We can keep up to date with everything he's saying without watching. But you'll get the first updates here as well anyway. So we'll be looking at possibly first squawk a little bit, see what he says in real time. But maybe look at glimpses of what he's doing as well. But overall, guys, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's honestly get into it. Let's get into it, man. First up, though, this was huge, right? I think I had it up earlier. Yep. This is why we had this morning. Hold on a second. This is why we had this morning. Let's go to the 5-minute, right? On Bitcoin for one. Massive spike on Bitcoin. Massive spike on ES. Massive. What am I saying? Massive spike on the NQ and massive spike on gold. All of these spikes coming from the CPI numbers, right? Here's a good way to go about determining what was going to happen, right? If it was below 0.2%, you have a 2.5% probability of that happening, but it would gain one S&P 500 reaction 1.75 to 2.5%. And then between that, still gains, right? Around this 0.225 and 0.2, right? Guess what? Month over month was 0 versus the 0.1 estimate. So it missed, right? Then we got the 0.2, right? Boom, on the chart. 0.2 gains, 1.2.5% to 1.75%. What do you think we got today? I'm kind of curious. CPI freaking absolutely ripped the market. There's your 1% move. I think it hit a high probably around that 1.25 or so. But massive start to the news we need, because the only interesting thing that I'm thinking about here is that I doubt if we say, hey, we're going to cut rates by 25 bips or whatever, because it would be very low if we did cut anything. I don't think it'd be a crazy cut. If anything, we'll probably do the same as everybody else, if not 0. We might do no cuts, but if we don't, if we do a cut, it's going to be the same as everybody else. Besides that, I'm pretty sure. I doubt it would be any different. But in this case, though, we're up today, already 1%. So does the market continue, or is it like price it in, maybe just move a little bit more? That's the biggest thing to think about, right? That's what's interesting to see when you have a big back-to-back reports in a single day. You're more than likely, though, going to see that volatility. Yo, Lut, welcome to the Hodl Gang, man. Let's freaking go, bro. Welcome to the Hodl Gang, brother. Yo, Hodl Gang's in the chat for our boy Lut joining up, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, is it priced in type of reaction, right? Is it we need a rate cut, right? If we get that rate cut, that's going to be as bullish as can be for Bitcoin, the rest of these, and why potentially we could see another, 2-3% on Bitcoin after we get that report here, or get the update here in about 5 minutes. So we'll be ready for that here in a second. Besides that, on the news front, this was interesting. Apple guarantees that Apple will never send data to OpenAI without your permission. So that was quite interesting to see. Apple today pretty much locking in its top spot on market cap, taking over Microsoft yet again. So, man, that competition continues. What a great competition, though. Can't get better than that. But yeah, the biggest thing today is this CPI this morning and going into FOMC. So we'll be here talking about it, looking at it live with real price reaction. And what I'm going to go ahead and do as well is I'm going to pull up on X here what we might need to look at in real time. But lots to go over, right? Lots to talk about today. It's quite interesting to see how we've already had this massive move, and then we also have that Fomc. Like, that's crazy. I'm going to leave first squawk up as well so we can keep an eye on, like, everything Jerome is saying in real time. Because remember, guys, we have that rate decision at 2 with literally in 4 minutes. We have the rate decision. But then Jerome doesn't start speaking until 30 minutes after. So we have a little bit of a 30-minute window there. Something to focus on, right? We have about a 30-minute window. What did he say? Of course, we're going to watch ADA. What a question. What do you mean, bro? We're not watching ADA. You're crazy. All right, but that being said, I actually am going to go ahead and go live on TikTok and Instagram. So give me 1 second, okay? And we're going to get cranking on this. I'm going to put the chart back up. My bad. But how have you guys been doing, man? Good to see you. It's been a long day for me. I had to take a nap for this stream because literally we were up at 3 a.m. this morning because I have a baby due in literally less than a month. And we thought she was coming early. But we're good. We're all good. It was just a brief update on what's going on. But we're good. All right. I got us live on TikTok. Let's go ahead and go live on Instagram, and we're going to get cranking here. We trading gold? False alarm. That's right, Adam. We just wanted to be safe, right? You want to make sure. You want to make sure, right? You want to make sure. All right. So, Bitcoin, though, massive gap up today. Yesterday, remember we were talking about how today's the determination. Will you be watching FOMC live? The problem is the way my stream is set up is that, well, we have till 2:30 anyway, so we have time. Maybe I can set something up for you guys. If you guys want to watch it live, we could try to. But again, we're going to get live reaction already within the, let me see here. Where'd my Twitter go? Off of the first squawk. So the most important updates we'll get from first squawk. So we'll see based on Jerome. But Jerome doesn't speak till 2:30, so that's the only live that we'd be looking at, right? The only thing that we need to worry about either way. So, yeah, man, Bitcoin 6.9. The crazy part about Bitcoin right now is the fact that we are already breaking 70K. Look at the rebound from yesterday. Yesterday didn't even matter, man. It did not even matter. Didn't even matter, which was sick. Guys, we got 2 minutes here. We're going to get some reactions, and we'll get your update immediately. So I'll get you going. I'm going to go over to charting here, but FOMC is about to happen in just a second. First squawk should report it pretty quickly. First squawk is automated. So I'll keep you updated with what goes on there, and I'll bring it over. Once it does. But, man, we'll see how Bitcoin reacts in real time. And then after the interest rate decision here, we will do Bitcoin predictions. It's kind of hard to do it beforehand, right? Let's see here. We got about 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Kind of hard to do it before. I mean, you can't really do Bitcoin predictions before. So we'll see here in 20 seconds. Let me double check something here for you guys. But we could take a look at 2:30. So in 30 minutes after the announcement, we will, at 2:30, 30 minutes after the initial rate decision, we will, here we go. We're pulling back already. I'll keep you updated on what's going on here. Watch it, though. This is usually clear reaction, right? We usually get some clean reaction right away, and then an immediate bounce back sometimes. So we'll see what happens here in just a second. I'm going to keep you updated as I can go. BK, if you have a link early on before I do, feel free to throw it in the chat as well. We'll have something up on our Twitter as well, so be ready for that. No cut, yep. And there you go. Here it is. No cut. Boom. So there's your no cut. That's why first squawk's so good. It's automatic. U.S. Fed interest rate decision actual 5.5 versus the previous 5.5. So no cut for us. Interesting. I will say, though, let's watch reaction here because price might just settle off because of CPI. CPI, guys, is still an inflation. It's still an inflation measurement, right? So that slowing as well is always a good sign why the market jumped as much as it did. So does price settle back off? Does it just chill here? That's what I was saying. We might, with no rate cut, might get that priced in. But there you go. This was already decided though, way before, obviously just now. So we got Jerome in less than 30 minutes now, and when he jumps on screen, you're gonna see price go a little crazy. Okay, so be ready for that. Yo, Luke, what's up, man? I appreciate you joining the stream, guys. If you are want to be a part of this stream, make sure that you join the. If you like the stream, make sure you go to the YouTube stream as well, because that, my friends, is where it's at. We're all chilling in here. Every single day, going over charts, talking about the latest news, right? So here's your Bitcoin live price reaction. You know what I'm going to do? I hate to do that to people that are on mobile. But one more time, I guess I could do it. Let me, I should just leave this over here. I'm done. We can just go back and forth from this. So there you go. Once again, rates left unchanged. It's funny because the entire, all the other markets have stayed, right? They've actually cut rates. We talked about it yesterday. We had the European Central Bank cut rates. We had Canada's Central Bank cut rates, but very small rate cuts, but they still did it. So it's quite interesting to see. You said 1 minute chart is funny. I'm sure it is all over the map. There's your 1 minute chart. But I mean, CPI, man, it's good. We got a good report on that. That's why we're up today, up 3% still with this pullback. Let's go live to ES and see how it's reacting as well. And yet again, it's just as flat as as Bitcoin was. So we'll see here in less than 30 minutes what Jerome has to say. I'll talk about those updates right here on First Squawk. They're going to post it right away. Based on my streaming setup, it's hard to hear it live, but we'll be looking at the charts while that goes on. If you guys want to watch it live, we can maybe figure out a way. Just let me know. We could watch it live. I mean, it's easier to understand it when you're not watching me and it live. So like, it's up to you guys. We could totally watch it live though. News is out, lover boy. Yes, sir. News is out. Price still holding up on the ES here. We're going to see how it reacts, guys. But overall, man, this is the best thing to see with this so far is the fact that Bitcoin recovered all of yesterday's losses, right? Massive bounce back, massive recovery. We're talking about, potential, if that rate cut would have come in there, FOMC. We got still Jerome speaking, so, that could maybe drive us back to 71 or something, which would be nuts. That'd be nuts. Either way, guys, I mean, I think we got to give no rate cut decision because it's literally just chilling. I think we got to give it some green smoke. So let's freaking go, baby. Let's go. All right, we're chilling. We didn't get a rate cut, but price hasn't, fluctuated too much. So we're seeing how that reacts here in just a minute. But CPI, I mean, just can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it. If you're just now tuning in yet again, where'd it go? Boom. We are leaving rates unchanged, all right? Rates have been left unchanged. BK, if you have a post on it, let me know. I think we do. Let me double check. I'm curious within the time. There you go. Boom. Unchanged. 101. All right, we were 1 minute, bro. That's awesome. 1 minute, right? So, again, if you don't want so First Squawk's good if you need it instantly. Like on Twitter, if you want instant news, like with everything, you could follow First Squawk, right? This thing, I've had alerts on for First Squawk before. It is the worst. You get alerted so much, it gets exhausting. You can go here for immediate updates because this is literally automatic. It's usually posted at the exact time it's posted on. I'm pretty sure Bloomberg's running this, but if you guys actually want everything important without the noise, make sure you do follow our Twitter. I promise you, we were 1 minute off. Sorry, we're not exactly on the 1 o'clock report. We were 1 minute off. I feel bad, but there you go. There's your 1 minute 1 minute delay on that. But again, you're only getting that for the news. In just a second, you're going to see First Squawk's going to post about 50 times because it's all automatic. But overall, guys, man, we're dropping down right now. We're going to see here what's going on with this. Could you show your current time? The current time, I forgive you guys don't have it. We're looking at 14:05 right now. 14:05. It's my current time. I was just going to say 24-hour clock because you guys want to mess up. Is that a humidifier behind your back? BK got another update. Let's go. What we got, buddy? What we got, brother? Federal fund rate March projection. Okay. I like that. Projected less rate cuts in 2024 than in March. So that's not the best, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure with all these other central banks cutting rates. It's a lot of pressure for us too, but we're gonna do it when we want to do it, right? When we need to do it. So we'll see what Jerome has to say here in 24 minutes. We'll see what Jerome has to say here in 24 minutes. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. But besides that, my friends, here's your Bitcoin price right now. I think we get to Bitcoin predictions. I think that's probably the next move. Here. So we're going to do Bitcoin predictions. Guys, if you haven't been a part of the stream before and you're here for your first time, welcome. Appreciate you being here. We go live every day going over the latest news. We go over pretty much everything. We'll go over all the charts that you can imagine. Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, the ES, the Euro, the NASDAQ, Solana. How's Solana? Solana hit 160 today. Back down. Yeah, the rest of the market's coming off of this a bit, but you got to compare it to the move, right? You got to compare it to the earlier move. We're still in the green from the earlier move, so as long as there you go. Solana 4% on the day, we'll take it, right? We'll see what Jerome has to say here in a minute, but let's look at some charts, guys. At the end of the day, you have to understand really quickly before we dive into the charts. At the end of the day, news is everything. News changes price, and we'll put it wherever it wants to put it, right? So in this case, technical analysis goes out the window when news is a thing, right? Now you can plot key levels. You can plot things where price might have a clear reaction off after the first initial push. But at the end of the day, if it's going to get dropped as much as it wants to. So that's why we look at high time frames. We look at 4 hours and dailies and weeklies, because if there's any type of technical analysis you can do for like FOMC reaction or stuff like that, it's going to be on those higher time frames. A lot of those levels will be, treated a lot stronger when it comes to like support or resistance or finding key levels from that structural shift we just had for potential bounce back. We were talking yesterday on Bitcoin about holding this previous high, right? The 67 here, this charts that we had break out there, but this lower high that got formed right here, we were wanting to see if it could hold again. We got that hold yesterday going into the CPI news this morning and FOMC, which is great. So overall, that area there was good for a potential reactionary price if we were to get, a nice reject, because this comes from a daily time frame. So being on those higher time frames is always key if you want to kind of assume where price might react off of when news hits, right? But at the end of the day, the news is going to just completely throw technical analysis out the window. There's only certain levels we can watch, and those will be based on those higher time frames when going about trading news events, right? So in this case, right now, let's see how Bitcoin does with that massive gap up today. But we got a lot of space here, so I'll take it. I will take it. What's your thoughts on Apple puts right now? Dude, Apple, what? Dude, Apple just took out Microsoft on the largest market cap, brother. What are you thinking? Apple puts. You're nuts, bro. You're nuts. 3.24 trillion today. Freaking nuts. What is it at now? It's probably back down a little bit. 3.3. Yeah, I mean, it's just chilling. Look at it. Look at Apple. It hasn't even moved, man. It didn't even move. That's awesome. Nah, I wouldn't look at Apple puts. You're crazy. Yo, that's nuts. Today's stream probably going to be a little bit different, guys. But let's go ahead and get to the Bitcoin predictions. If you're new to the Bitcoin predictions, well, in just a second, you're going to see a bot pop up in the chat. You get to see if you think a Bitcoin is going to be more or less than its current price by the end of the stream. We got Jerome talking in about 20 minutes here, and we'll try to keep you guys updated with everything going on there. But if you want to be a part of those Bitcoin predictions, make sure you tune into the main widescreen format stream here on YouTube. So head over there if you are a top point getter at the end of the week, meaning you've predicted the best Bitcoin price throughout the week. You got the most, right? You will have a 1 in 10 chance of winning $100. Our top 10 viewers right now are Damn This Sign, Rumble Ron. Yo, Rumble in the house. Dame up there. There you go, Dame, claiming one of your top spots again. Cyrox as well. But here you go. The price on Bitcoin in just a second. We're going to go with it. We're going to do our Bitcoin prediction with the bot. And here's your top 10 list right now. All right. So we're going to get to that here in just a minute once the bot jumps over. But get ready. Bitcoin 1 minute chart. Hella funny. Yeah, dude. It's all over the map, right? It's literally all over the map. But overall, there it is. All right, so Bitcoin prediction today. If you want to be a part of that, it's just a fun little game we do every day here at the beginning of stream. The price we're going to go with was, this is fun because it's after the initial update on the report. So you're pretty much betting on where you think Jerome's going to send it, right? So the price we're going to go with here is, do you think Bitcoin's going to be more or less than 69,148 by the end of today's stream? Make sure you type in exclamation BTC more or less in the main YouTube chat. If you didn't see that bot come in, then you are in the wrong chat. So make sure you go ahead and throw that prediction in, and we'll see where Jerome sends us here in a minute. Pepe is going to pick his more or less price here really quickly. Get his predictions up for Pepe. Pepe was red yesterday, I think. Did he have it? What was his... Yeah, Pepe had a loser yesterday, but he's still up 270 on the account. We'll see. Pepe, you gonna do more or less, buddy? What do you got? What do you got, brother? What do you got? Let's see it. Oh, Pepe going with the less again, dude. Pepe with the less again. Man's crazy. Going with the less trade. Hold on, let me get this in. Pepe with the less. All right, good luck, man. Good luck, Pepe. You know what? I kind of like, I think I'm guaranteed to go against Pepe, right? I kind of like got to go against the man. So I'm like stuck on the other side of this. So it's me competing with Pepe. I might as well just lose now, just lose it. So I'm gonna just hit the buy button. I mean, you know me, I'm Bitcoin bull all day, baby. But if you think you could guess this right by the end of the stream, make sure to join the main stream. You'll see the bot in there already. You can put in your prediction, just typing in exclamation BTC more or less. If you think the price is going to be more or less than 69,148, so make sure you go check that out in the main YouTube stream. A little fun thing we do every single day here on the Lux Saga live stream. Let's get it. All right, so we're going to go over Bitcoin's overall large time frame price right now and get into kind of where we think we might head here depending on what Jerome says. So the nice part is we have a little bit of cushion, right? We have a little bit of cushion from that CPI news this morning. So if he sends the price back down to 67 or something, fine. You know, I'm not going to sit here and worry about it, right? But we just need to see kind of how price closes today after the whole craziness, right? That's going to set the tone for the rest of the week. If it literally holds up today around 69K, well, we might actually close the week out somewhere in the mid 70s, maybe even low 70s, right? You know, I could say mid 70s when mid 70s like 75K, but it's like we can maybe go see 72, right? Something we've been wanting to break through for a while is that 72K mark. So waiting for that could be actually pretty prime. We'll just have to wait and see if that's even possible. So that's big on what Jerome says here in about, we got 15 minutes, right? So we'll keep an eye on what's going on over there in just a minute. But from here, what I really want to see is if we can close today over yesterday's kind of opening / closing price. So yesterday's opening / closing price was 67316. The open was 69, or sorry, the yesterday's open, my bad, and high, sorry, 69495, and then high was 69547. So if we could close like over 69500 today, that would put us into a very nice potential breaking move into tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on that, if anything. So watching that high break is pretty key here when Jerome comes on in about 15 minutes. So we'll see if we can get back over that like we did with CPI this morning for Bitcoin. And then, guys, I don't see why the rest of the week wouldn't be the tone wouldn't be set for Thursday and Friday trading to get us up to 71 plus. We'll see that here in a minute. Yo, Pepe, I'm smoking you right now. But for now, guess what? Price target's going to be the same. It has always been, right? Open, close, order block, high sitting right here at 71,656, right? Yo, Han, if you spam some more, my bots are going to ban you, just letting you know. So, or my mods are going to ban you, just letting you know, brother. So please don't bring that in here. All right, that being said, 71,656 coming from this daily open close high. We plotted this before we even went up and reacted to it, right? all it comes from the daily open close high there. Boom reaction, boom reaction is also almost dead center of a 30% order block. When that lines up, right? When that lines up, it's pretty key, right? It's pretty key to see if you can get essential reactions off of there, and we got it, right? So we got the beautiful reaction, and price went to go break the swing low, but it actually didn't fully break it, right? The swing low here is actually, if you just consider the low, is 66,584. Price didn't break through that, and the nice part why I think it's good that we retested but are holding is because we have it based on this previous lower high here. We were in a nice little consolidation trend. It wasn't that big of a trend on the daily, but we broke out of that. Remember, just recently, we found support on it pretty cleanly around 67, and yet again, we bounce it again. I mean, this is just saying that literally this is where pressure's building, right? Pressure's building for Bitcoin to potentially hit that breaking all-time high. We just need some good updates, right? We need some good news to push this through that high. So that's why Jerome could be the spark that we need to get us through it. But of course, when Jerome comes on, you never know. The man could dump it in 2 seconds. So we'll be looking at that here in just a minute. That's the only problem with FOMC days, especially when he's coming on to start talking. But we'll see some pretty interesting reactions. But in this case right now, I'd love the start to it. Love the start to today. I just want to see today on the daily close over yesterday's high of 69547. If they could just close over 69,500, that would be ideal. When is Jerome talking? Jerome's talking in less than 15 minutes, man. 2:30 Eastern, all right? 2:30 Eastern. Trust me, 70K. Dude, it already hit 70K, brother. It already hit 70K. So what do you mean? It did. I could say 70K. It's literally today's high was 70,032, brother. D Dark saying you have fake subs. Actually, the problem is a lot of our subs come from short form content, man. I wish they didn't. But when you, for some reason, when YouTube introduced short form content, that was the newest, biggest thing, and it made it like TikTok where subs don't even matter anymore. It's honestly obnoxious, to be honest. So I don't even consider, I would consider 10 short form content subs as one sub, right? It's just, that's what blows. The short form game's kind of ruining what YouTube used to be when you had real subscribers, right? It's turning into TikTok. I'm not going to go there. We're talking about charts here. We're not talking about charts here. What do you expect that? Well, right now, you're getting an insight to the current reaction. We had, if you're just now tuning in, by the way, I forgot I should tune into that. I should mark that every once in a while. We have an update on the that we didn't have any rate cut, right? We're just staying where we're at. I was going to pull that up. So they are unchanged. That was the reaction we had here, but we're absolutely ripping off of this low, which is good. So, but again, when Jerome speaks, you guys have probably seen the memes. I mean, the reactions are insane. He says, "Good afternoon," and then the market just goes bonkers. You just never know. Like, it literally, it's hard to expect what's to come, but he's definitely going to explain why he shouldn't have thought to cut rates, because even though every other central bank, for the most part, not every other one, but like the Euro Bank and the freaking Canadian bank cut rates by 25 bips, it's like, he's probably going to explain why they didn't. And, his time frame, hopefully his time frame on when he thinks they're going to come. We got an update with on our Twitter, if you stay tuned, that FOMC members projected less rate cuts in 2024 than in the March meeting. So in the March meeting, it's been revised from what they predicted for 2024. So it's less now. So hopefully, that's, not correct, but we'll see, right? It would be nice to get something this year. Ever since all the other central banks started cutting rates, I think it's put a lot more pressure on us to cut a rate. So we'll see come like September, during the election, maybe it happens. I don't know, during the election time. So we got a lot going on in the U.S. coming up in this fall. So we got to be prepared for everything. So that's why you tune in the live stream. Make sure you're staying up to date with everything going on, all right? But, man, let's see. Here, we got him in 10 minutes, guys. We got him in 10 minutes. But yeah, for Bitcoin, like we said, guys, on that weekly, though, we haven't looked at that yet. The weekly was the other one I'm watching. Right, we have the 71,300 level again. That's still having issues. I love that we're already up and almost green on the weekly. Like, can we get some green smoke for that? Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. I mean, unreal, dude. Let's go. Let's close green this week. I promise you, we more than likely, especially if this week closes green, after as heavy of news that we have this week, if we close green on the Bitcoin weekly, I don't see why we wouldn't hit all-time highs by the end of this month, right? I don't see why we wouldn't hit all-time highs. So watching for that potential retest of the 71,300, it might be time to give me that money. You feel me? You feel me? 71,333. Break it, bust it, wide open. Let's get up and hit 75K. Honestly, from there, it's like, dude, like, what is the extension from the last consolidated period? Like, look at this move from the last consolidated period. It was absolutely massive. Now, I don't think it'd be as big as this, but, like, consolidated, let's just consider it here. Why not? It was 42%, right? I don't think we would get anything like that, but let's say it broke out. That's 94K. I do think we would get a move straight to 80 pretty quickly if we get the right momentum, right? We talked about the 6-month period for the halving to ramp up that potential, bull run or bull cycle or whatever you want to say, because we talked about the previous charts we've looked at with the Bitcoin halving of how long it potentially takes for price to start continuing to make that bigger bull run, right? So it's been up to 6 months. It's been a 6-month period. Hold on, I got a cough. It's been a 6-month period before, so we've given it time, right? It was back in March. It hasn't been that long, right? It was back in April. Sorry, we had the April halving, and so we're ready for potentially this could be the start to that essential 6-month run. We'll see. So hopefully we can get something good today with Jerome here in about 15 minutes, or what am I saying? Yeah, 15 minutes, right? No, I'm done. 7 minutes. Jacob's hiding the oscillator because it's too scary. The oscillator's not doing anything. I actually haven't even looked at the oscillator. It's not even doing anything. It's just it's like it has extended recently, but it hasn't extended again. We need to see it extend here, if anything. We will chop till Jerome speaks. Absolutely. But I do like that it's you have that first initial reaction, and you'll see in a minute. We're definitely going to be all over the place. We got 7 minutes here. Long when God of Math says to long on ETH Bitcoin Soul means you have to just do it. Dame, you better not sell your soul below 200. Apple is absolutely ripping. It is. Helium said, incredible how one guy says good afternoon and shake the whole market. Imagine though. Imagine being having that much power. Sorry, it's hard to read like 5 chats, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm literally reading so many chats. All right, really quickly, I'm closing Bitcoin predictions. If you didn't get them in, I'm sorry. It looks like we got a lot of entries today. If you didn't get them in, guys, I'm sorry. Let's close them. Boom. In and out. That easy. All right. I'm going to unpin that message. Bitcoin predictions have ended if you didn't get them in. Make sure you tune into the stream early enough to get them in. But let's see. We got a lot of mores, a lot of lesses. Looks pretty even today. On you guys thinking it's going to be more or less than 69148. Let me know, though. Do you guys think it's going to be more or less than that price by the end of the stream? We'll see. I can't exit this trade until the 2-hour marks hits on the stream. That's just part of the Bitcoin predictions. If you want to be a part of that, make sure you join the main YouTube stream to be a part of it. All right? We got Jerome in about 6 minutes here. But my goodness, my friends. Nice little bounce back. I'm smoking Pepe right now. Let's go take a look at gold. I know a lot of people want to see gold, especially with Fomc. Gold making its move as well with the crazy reactions. Now, we discussed on gold yesterday for a potential short opportunity, right? We were talking about it because of this low here, but it's another one of those things, guys, where you just can't. You have to wait for Fomc. It's like something you just have to do. It's not, you can't go without it. So guess what, though? This was what we wanted, though. This is what we wanted, the 50% retest inside that fair value gap, inside that imbalance, right? We wanted to see that 50% retest. We talked about, though, this thing being a very nice bear flag setup here, but at the same time, you can't, like, again, it's news, man. News doesn't care. It doesn't care about a bear flag. What the hell is a bear flag to a rate decision, right? No one, nothing. It's like, it's not even worth it. So Right now, though, we'll see how Jerome sends this. You know, well, we're already reacting off the 50% retracement, so that happening afterwards, really good sign. Still would be bearish on the price action front for gold, but it's just I can't make a decision until after we hear him speak. So that's the biggest part right now. So really be ready for what he's about to say. And honestly, sit on your hands. I didn't take a single trade today. I usually take at least one trade a day, but even this morning didn't take a trade. But I will say though, you can actually trade if these reports, like if you get a really good report with good reaction, you can usually enter shortly after and get a nice little scalp there. But you only get a certain few every month. But overall, my friends, it's like we're still in this bearish setup here on gold, right? We're still in this bearish trend. Overall high time frames are showing us bearish price action so far, right? We already had this retest of potentially breaking out. We also, you know, have a pretty catty-wonky or really weird looking inverse or head and shoulders kind of play, but again, it didn't fully touch that previous higher high there. So the higher low was below that, but that 2400 reject on gold was pretty clean. So it's just a matter of this. Now I'm going to be watching this on the daily here. If we go to the weekly chart on gold, though, you can see open, close, higher low right there. It did get broken. FOMC is making it bounce, which is nice. But if it's going to continue in this slope, we're going to continue to watch it. And, you know, the 4-hour fib off that high is pretty clean right now. So we'll be watching that 4-hour fib here, see if it wants to head lower. But if it does have a bearish reaction, guys, that bear flag's probably going to break. And like we said before on stream, and it happened, I said we're probably going to hit 2300, and we hit 2300. But if this thing does make a full retest, let's just watch 2300 yet again, okay? So let's keep a close eye on that with gold here. But overall, that, you know, you're still on the bear side for this. If I wanted to be bullish, though, on gold, I mean, just break through, you know, this high that we had here. Break through the, where is it? Break through the 2387, right? We talked about it originally, but this is two news reactions so far. This is news, and this is news, right? And yet again, why you don't want to try to predict what news is going to do to the price. It's just not worth it. So it's just one of those things you want to sit out of and maybe take scalps and then or trade after the news is released in the direction of what the news is telling you. That's pretty much, you know, the only thing I could hint at that's worth actually doing. But guys, we got Jerome here in 2 minutes. We'll watch first squawk here a little bit. It should be Federal Reserve live stream. So I don't think I can. The problem is I can't. You guys won't hear this, but we'll read the captions. Oh, bet. Okay, cool. So we can get it right here. That's nice. We'll get it here. Okay, cool. So we'll come back to that. We will get his full report there. Actually, what I'm gonna do is this, because my audio's a little whack. There we go. Boom, boom. And we'll pull that up as well. I was just there. What happened? Let me copy this. I'm going to move this here and then move this into a new tab. We're going to get the script here. We got the script, guys. We got the script. Let's freaking go, baby. We got the script. We know what's going to happen. He said it was your daddy. Yeah, watch it. Watch him come up. Yo, okay, odds of this. What are the odds Jerome comes in? What are the odds Jerome comes in and says, good afternoon, and the market dumps? What are the odds? Let's watch Bitcoin live. What are the odds Jerome comes in and says, good afternoon, Bitcoin dumps? I'll watch gold. ES. Gold's already moving. There's ES moving. Come on, Jerome. We got to throw the lasers on for Jerome here. All right, I got the smoke ready. I got green for if we rally. I got red for if we dump. Here he is. Market's going, baby. Laser for you, Jerome. Let's get it. I keep forgetting the freaking people on mobile can't see this. Guys, if you want to see the split screen with Jerome and all them, make sure you join the mainstream, okay? Make sure you join the mainstream. Let's look at it. Good app. Man said good afternoon. What I say? What did I say? Good afternoon, dude. Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. We killed it. He said good afternoon. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So we're going to do, I'm going to pull up the first clock as well. They're going to give us the highlights too. But that's so funny, dude. As predicted, good afternoon. You feel me? You feel me? That's so funny, dude. Let's watch the money flow here. Watch the money flow adjust. Watch the money flow adjust here. I keep forgetting y'all are going to get some weird. Let me flip this. Let me flip this. Let's do this over here. Where's my mouse? There it is. And then this here. Yeah, that way y'all are not like... Come back, Jerome. Come back, Jerome. So here's the script. Yeah, we got the laser on for Jerome. Don't worry. Man said good afternoon first. That's so funny. Let's go to Bitcoin. Yo, dude. Yo, Pepe's going to win it. Pepe's going to win it. All right, where are we at? Begins press conference. Although GDP growth moderated from 3.4% in the fourth quarter of last year to 1.3% in the first quarter, private domestic final purchases, which what if I just read this off to you guys this entire time? This is actually a pretty... No wonder they can get all this in real time. Market is going crazy. It's going to go crazy. It's just how it is. Yo, it's like... Yo, if Jerome were to play for an NFL team, what team do you think he'd be on? For real, though. What team do you think he'd be on? Are we bullish? We're just waiting, man. Mainstream where? Just go to, Yo, we need some, like, epic music. Here we go. That's copyright, though. I was going to put it on, like, Avengers. We need, like, there you go. Unemployment rate. Projection. 2024, just the same. Then increasing a bit, and then back to the same, and then leaning multiple sides. We need really epic music. Like, I need, like, orchestra music for this. Or, let's see here. Orchestral. There it is. Give me something good. Here you go. It's got to be good, right? No, it needs to be like, here you go. All right, Jerome. What are we doing here? We trust in Fomc. The battle continues, my friends. Here comes the battle. Do we rally or do we dump? What do you guys think? He's just stating facts right now. Nothing's happening. Everything he said so far on this transcript has already been reported, man. It's already been reported. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Did crude oil? What's crude oil doing? Crude oil is chilling as well. All right, Jerome. You got the battles? You got the battle, Jerome? It's Jerome versus the market usually, right? It's usually Jerome versus the market. I'm turning the laser off for Jerome. Before people go crazy. Play some reggae? He's stating facts right now. Wait, here we go. The SEP for total PCE inflation is 2.6 projected this year. 2.3% next year and 2% in 2026. All right. I'm pretty sure that's what we knew, though. I think we still knew that. I mean, a lot of the stuff he just states the same things as what nothing's changed, right? Powell, inflation has erased substantially, but it's still too high. Our economy has made considerable progress. Continued strong job gains in the economy. That was big. That job report was huge. We had some clean reaction, guys. We've been literally, I mean, guys, look at the daily, though. Look at the daily on the ES and the NQ, right? Look at the daily on the ES and the NQ. They've been absolutely ripping, right? So it's not really, I mean, look at the freaking NQ is just chilling right now. So good reaction so far. That's what we were talking about with the NASDAQ here, is that we got to continue the battle, guys. The music's got to stay in battle form, okay? We have to stay in battle form because we don't know what's about to happen. He could drop the biggest bomb of his life here in a second, and it could just dump all the way back down. We could lose all the gains we made this morning, right? But right now, what I was saying is, like, we already have been making these crazy all-time highs. So this holding where it's at right now is fantastic, right? So holding this price, nice reaction there. Nice reaction there. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. The battle continues. The battle continues. That's what I like to see, Jerome. I was going to see what he said. That's what I like to see, baby. Investment in equipment has picked up from... Oh... We are maintaining restrictive stance to keep demand in line with supply. The biggest reactions, though, you guys got to understand, this is a full-on script that he wrote. The biggest reactions you get is when he makes comments from people's questions, okay? So when we start seeing all the people ask him really risky comments or commentary on this, he's going to, then that's when the market goes nuts. Market's already going nuts, baby. Come on. The battle continues. What are we buying in? The battle continues. Guys, if you want the full view of what you're seeing here on mobile, if you're seeing something weird, you need to go to the main YouTube stream. It's on YouTube, okay? You'll get the full view of what we're seeing on both sides of my screen right now, okay? Inflation is too dang high. Dude, I wish it would say stuff like that. I wish it would just say, like, go up there and just start spitting. You know, feel me? In labor market is coming into better balance. April and May jobs pace still strong. Always good. Unemployment rate remains low. Y'all saw that projection. It's going to stay right there, like right around 4%. And then strong pace of immigration has boosted participation. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Jerome. I feel you, brother. I feel you. On to the next one. Let's see. We need more battle music. We need more battle music. No, this is just curious music. What if I just typed in, no, I'm gonna leave it here. I think I could get the, action. Yes. Yes. Hold on. I'll leave Jerome up. Okay, yeah, now he's getting questions. Now he's getting questions. What is this guy asking? Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Walk me through committee's average inflation forecast. Core PCE is now forecast to be 2.8% by the end of the year. It's already 2.75% after today's number. Would be 2.6 at the end of this month. Does that tell you that the average official experts know further progress? Hold on. I gotta get some more epic music in here. Trap on the... There you go. Now we get some trap instrumental music. Let's go. Jerome versus the market. That's what I should have made it. I should just made Jerome versus Pepe or something. Jerome, let's dump, dude. No, we're not dumping. What are you kidding? You kidding, bro? We ain't dumping, brother. We ripping right now. We ripping right now, baby. We ripping right now. Go, Jerome. Come on. Jerome's in the chat. We need Jerome emote. I need a Jerome emote. Bad. I need a Jerome emote. Something bad. Something bad. I need a Jerome emote. That'd be funny. Especially on FOMC days. Guys, we're looking good right now. There's a nice reaction. Like I said, the volatility comes when he's sitting here like trying to reply to these questions he gets, right? I spilled a little bit of my drink here. I gotta clean it up. Bitcoin buying hard. We're back in the green, baby. We're back in the green. Wait, I gotta go to the one where we have our trade in. We're back in the green. Let's go. More still in it. Let's get it. Let's get it. More still in it. Yo, come on, Jerome. Show me what you got. Show me the numbers, brother. How long does the conference last? 30 minutes. It depends. Sometimes they go a little bit longer, but about 30 minutes. We'll see. Market will close right when he's done. Market will be closed. Yo, right now, we got to get some green smoke for our boy Jerome. Let's get it, baby. Yee-hoo! Let's freaking go, dude. It's hard week, crypto, bro. Yeah, it is. Honestly, this is a week you just chill. Yo, look at all the questions. Look at all the questions. He's like, yo. These questions are great. All right, what's this guy saying? Nick, Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell. If I look at the rate projections, I see 15 and 19 are anticipating either one or... Dude, the fact that this is giving me a script in real time, this is incredible, dude. This is honestly pretty lit. Can't believe that's even a thing, dude. That's awesome. You think somebody's typing this, or is AI now? Is AI taking over this? I keep losing my mouse on that white screen. Is AI taking that over? Let's go back to bumping music. We got to get bumping here. We need some. Now we need some like. There we go. All right, Jerome. Continue to increase the market, please. Can't hear because you're talking. I don't have the audio, man. I don't have the audio. We just have the transcript. The way my stream is set up, I don't have the audio. But it doesn't matter. Like, we're looking at price. We're looking at price. We're looking at the way he, like, what he says about these questions just via the script. And that's how we're going to talk about it. I mean, you don't need to hear the guy, to be honest. We don't need to hear the guy. We can also see, like, if you want to see, like, actual headlines here, we can see via First Squawk for now. BK, if we have any posts, DJ back in the... If we have any posts on specific headlines, BK, just link them in there, and I'll throw it up, okay? Link them in the chat if we have any posts. Fed Powell says, we welcome today's inflation rating. Hope for more. Come on, baby. Yeah, we need more. Okay, we need more confidence in inflation moving back down to 2%. I'm telling you guys, we don't have high confidence in forecasts. Yeah, dude, he's yet again Jerome dancing around the question. I mean, that's just what he does. I mean, honestly, if you were in this position, I would do the same thing. I'm not gonna. I mean, not a huge fan of Jerome, but it's hard, man. You gotta be as like non-biased as possible. Non-biased as possible. Gold selling hard. Let's see. Is it though? Oh, it is. Break it down. But look at the daily here. Look at the daily on gold. Gold's daily still. Gold's daily still fine. Still green on the day. But guys, remember this here, right here. Boom. Let's see if it reacts here on gold. I do like the gold short on the 4-hour, right? I really like the gold short on the 4-hour. This is money flow profile. Wow. High volume at that same level. I like the short on the 4-hour, so we'll see how this plays out here in a minute. We'll see how it plays out in a minute. If he gets a hard question, we get some nice moves. Exactly. You're not wrong. We do get some nice moves. We get a hard question. Bing, 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 bing. I was going to see, what was the other question? Okay, let's go keep going on its own. Could you follow up or your colleagues changed your interest rate projections after 8:30, or whether you got inflation numbers today? Data came out, I think it happened a few meetings ago. Okay, what is he speaking on now? Let's see. Get some bullet points here. Powell, we have fairly conservative forecasts on inflation. If we get better readings, I think we'll see forecasts come down. Good. That's a good little update. Let's go the 1 minute here on gold. Gold breaking lows. Gold sweeping lows. ES holding as well. Bitcoin coming back as well. Bitcoin's not as far down. Look at that bullish reaction, though, on Bitcoin compared to where it's at now, right? Massive. This thing's just chilling where it was on that first move to the downside. Just chilling where it was on that from that first move. Guys, again, if you want the full view of the stream, if you're on a vertical format stream, make sure you join the main YouTube channel. You can see the entire stream up. I have both. You can see both sides of my screen.
Do you think you're going to cut rates more this year, or based on the projections?
Did I get it right? No, I was just talking about labor market. How officials are viewing that. Man, this is... I'm trying to make this as exciting as possible. This is the most boring thing ever. Jay, come on, man, that voice. Like, there's not much we can go about, guys. We don't have any effect on this, can we? Algos are going to trade what they want to trade. Please do drive broker give what? We've seen labor supply for yeah, no. I mean, you could see price. It's not like the biggest thing about these things, guys, is like you'll know when he says something that's actually going to shake the market. It's just this is what happens. This is typical, right? You usually have a range. In this case, it's a 1% on Bitcoin. On the ES, you got the ES holding as well. You have the same reaction. It's like, 13 points on the ES. The NASDAQ trading at, 300 points. There you go. Now we're getting more reaction. What did he say? So put it all together, we still have low unemployment, still 4% unemployment. Nice reaction there, but it's still settled. We will be monitoring labor market for signs of weakness, but not seeing that right now. Yeah, I mean, we know that. That's why I say he's going to reiterate a lot of things that have already been talked about, guys. He's going to dance around the question. It's just, this is how it's always been. Let's go. Nice pump there. Keep it going, baby. When does he retire? I mean, I can't imagine the stress he has to deal with. Yeah, I mean, hopefully soon. The guy's been always taking a beating. It's like the worst job in the world. You know what I'm curious? Hold on. You know what I'm curious? Let's see. You're kidding. Dude, to deal with this, and this is how much you make? Okay, I would have been out of that job a long time ago. 100, he makes more on stocks and stuff. 190,000 a year, and you're the man that moves the market? No. Like, people are making so much more money off of you, and this is what you make? He thinks that's a fair number. Yo, he's a straight shooter. I guess it's good to have him there. Yo, what? Like, Joseph, it's like it's the Pelosi effect as well, man. It's the Pelosi effect as well. It says that, right? But then he probably makes. I don't know. What are his obligations on investing as well? He should be fine. Hold on. I've never asked that question. I don't think he can. Now I'm curious. I think it's just highly monitored. It seems like he can. That's an interesting question. Gold and Bitcoin. Yo, you have to understand, we're not going to know where this is heading until after the market's done, right? Or till after he's done. We're not going to know where this is heading until after he's done. If we get sneaky questions, we'll see it go up. XRP looks bullish. Yo, get out of here, brother. What do you mean XRP looks bullish? You're nuts. Mid. You're welcome, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to move this over for the people on the mobile side. People on the mobile side, again, come to the main. We're watching Bitcoin reaction with Jerome right now. Make sure you come to the main stream to see the entire screen. Sorry, I can't. There's not much I can really do about it. What we got? What do we got, Jerome? What we doing? It hasn't changed. Yeah, he hasn't really said anything important. We'll get those headlines on First Squawk if he says anything important. Look at this, guys. I mean, honestly, if we look at the 15-minute, like, look at the overall. If we just calculate this move here, there's your fib retracement, 50% right now. We calculate that move. I mean, 50% retracement right now. Gina, what a name. What a girl named Gina. Girl named Gina asking questions, dude. JP, your stream is on delay broadcast. Make sure you hit live, dude. Make sure you hit the live. It shouldn't be much of a delay. Yeah, he hadn't said anything heavy, but it's gonna be over probably very soon, about 8 minutes. So we already had the reaction from CPI this morning. You know, we're giving back price a bit. That's what I was saying. We gave ourselves such a good cushion. We gave ourselves such a good cushion here, guys. This morning with CPI that FOMC doesn't really matter right now, honestly. I would love to see the daily close over that high on Bitcoin of yesterday's high, 69590. That'd be nice. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. But we need some action. Gold broke it slow. Is it still trading lower? Yo, gold is dumping, dude. That's awesome. Yo, chat. I'm debating on taking a short on gold at market open. I'm debating on taking a short at market open. Tonight. That'd be very nice. Very nice. Yo, fam, you're good, bro. Not much has happened. There's really not. I mean, honestly, guys, we could sit here all day and try to make this entertaining, but it's not. It's what it is. It is what it is. I mean, the biggest update I could give you guys is Jerome's saying what we know already. He's just saying the same things. We didn't cut rates. They have been unchanged. And then CPI this morning was a great reading. So it's like, I mean, that's it. Like, I mean, there's not much other than that we can talk about. We got PPI tomorrow as well. You are correct. The big thing that changed the rate path forecast was inflation. This is gold hard facts, guys. I mean, we talked about it already. This is why we're green today. We're mega green today. We're mega green today, and it's because of that report this morning, right? What a great time to line that up, though. They need to do that more on FOMC days. I'm going to take this off for you guys for now. Great time to line that up. If you're just now tuning in, if you're in the mobile stream, make sure you join over to the main stream. We're looking at Jerome and what he's talking about here. Rates are unchanged. Jerome's just kind of answering questions now. We've had some clear reaction. That's gold. Here's your ES. ES bouncing back. Bitcoin coming back down. Bitcoin's further down than the ES. The ES still ranged off. Paper hands are selling. again, guys, this isn't, Bitcoin is not selling hard. You can't say that. Bitcoin today is up 2%. Okay, there you go. Boom. Bitcoin 2%. You can't sit here and say it's selling hard. I mean, like literally, that's the best part about why we got that report this morning. We had that clear reaction on it. Now, don't said broker do you use for like I literally buy coins on Bitcoin or on Binance and Coinbase because I'm US based. I would probably just be on Binance if I was anywhere outside the US. But if we're not talking crypto, then right now for futures I use Tradeovate because they have the lowest margin rates. I'm not a big fan of Tradeovate though. It is very easy, but I hate when I say I use Tradeovate and then because it's so correlated with prop firms now. That's like not even worth talking about it. What's your market video? What are you talking about? Did I go over Apple? Honestly, let's look at Apple's reaction. Yo, Apple, dude. Apple's ripping, bro. Dude, this is what AI does to you. This is the AI effect. Welcome to AI. Welcome to AI Central. Look at those boner candles. Welcome to what AI does to your company. You mention AI in the right context, you're taking out every other market. You're taking out every other tech market, right? It's like, Microsoft, get out of here. Nvidia, get out of here. That's what's crazy. With Bitcoin not even cracking an all-time high, it was still Apple had a higher, with Apple not even cracking an all-time high, it still had a higher market cap than Nvidia, right? That's what's nuts, right? It didn't even crack it all. It was sitting well over Nvidia's market cap here, like before it broke out this all-time high. But man, look at that freaking move, dude. Look at that move. That's insane. I gotta go check out my Apple stock. We had Nvidia split. Remember that too, by the way. So you can buy more shares now. It's so funny how splits work, to be honest. So funny. Solana today, 155. Is Tradeovate safe? Yes. They're owned by NinjaTrader now. But they still... Why is that? Why is Tradeovate have lower margins than NinjaTrader? I think they do. Let me double check. Lower margins and lower fees. I'm pretty sure, unless they changed it. 35 to 129. They did change it. So when they got Tradeovate, they changed it. So that never mind. I think their margins though are still jacked. What are their margins? NinjaTrader margins. We'll come back to that in a minute. Soul bouncing. Where's my Bitcoin at? Come on, Bitcoin. There you go, Bitcoin. There you go, Bitty Coin. Come on back to me. These inflation dynamics can continue. Inflation has also been improving because of positive supply shock. Yeah, guys, I mean, after the report this morning, it's just everything's kind of the stars are aligning. I wouldn't be surprised if market, we have an hour left here in market hours in the U.S. side. I wouldn't be surprised if markets settle off, right? Markets just settle off where they were, and there you go. The ES already settling. Still up 54 points on the ES. They're 100% regulated. They can't do it. Yeah. They're a regulated broker. What do you mean? Yeah, Tradeovate and NinjaTrader. I'm sorry if you don't know that. Sorry. Yes, they are. Wait. View margins by market. So, like, let's see here. Yeah, what? 2,000 to trade one ES contract. What's the MES? 200. Look at this margin rate. Look at Tradeovate's. That's interesting. Tradeovate, they're just, I mean, I will say that's keeping you. This is proper margin rates. NinjaTrader has proper margin rates. If you look at this, They're just TraderBase just going to the degens, right? Because look, to trade an ES contract, you only need $500. You can lose that on one ES contract. That's so funny. You can lose that in a day. $1,000 for the NQ. NQ on Ninja Trader, $4,000 to trade an NQ contract. Yeah, the Ninja Trader is lined up better for you to save your money and not lose it, kind of situation. That's funny. What's your market view of crypto? Bro, we're looking, man. That's what we're watching right now. It just depends. Right now, for Bitcoin, dude, we're going for these all-time highs. I do think after today, guys, so long as he doesn't say anything bizarre and Rachel doesn't ask him some silly question that's going to dump this market. That was an interesting reaction. I think if we close today above 69K, I think we're going to be pretty clean in the rest of the week on Bitcoin. We're really looking for that all-time high break. This could be the start of that breaking move on Bitcoin. Remember, we talked about the 6 months that it takes for that bull cycle to initiate itself, to get on going, to hit new all-time highs. We talked about that. But can you give a price prediction for top 10 alts? Should be easy. Rachel is wifey material. Yo, get fam out of here. Rachel is what? You could tell she was stressed. She was stressed before she came into today. But here you go, man. I mean, the price action is so clean right now. We're retesting this order block that just got printed. We've already tested this order block up here for a 28% order block at the high twice, right? We've tested it twice already. If we get a retest at that level, we're probably going to break right through it. How's gold doing now? Did gold get any type of relief? Kind of. Let's see. Not really, dude. Watch this low here. There's that. Look at the breaker. Guys, we got a breaker. We got a breaker with a 50% retracement. Watch this spot here. Watch that. Okay, where's that 26 though coming from? A daily. Then we got this. Oh yeah, we have the daily open close lows here on gold. I'm gonna mark those off. Look at this. Let's go back to the 1 minute here. We got this breaker already tagged it, right? Watch to see if this thing retests the low here on gold. Watch see it. We got the breaker block there. 37% breaker block. Obviously, this is Jerome speaking, so one question could drive it through. Price action wise, though, we have a high probability of retesting this low if it closes like it's at. Also, there's full on bearish money flow as well. Let's see. Let's see what it does. This imbalance bounce is interesting. Again, this is the 1 minute though. These don't usually come back over for. I mean, it's a little bit different. A lot different actually. Gold looks bullish on the 4 hour. Breaker block, it's just an order block that got broken. It can sometimes be retested and flip it the side it might be. So it bounced off that level. Now it could be rejecting. Fed rate update, my friend, unchanged. Rates unchanged. Rest of the entire world cut rates by a tiny bit. We did not. The U.S. did not. But technical analysis doesn't really matter in this stage, right? During this time. Exactly, Adam. I honestly, 4 hour on. Here's the problem with gold's 4 hour is this was CPI reaction, right? This is CPI's reaction. We still have the daily open close level right here. But we were targeting this bear flag opportunity here that broke to the upside because CPI, but that doesn't mean it's going to actually continue, which sucks. But 4 hour, the oscillator breaking back over, not a bad sign after extending. So I don't know if it comes back down, creates a bullish turning point above that 50 level. It is possible it can make it smooth. It's back in this high volume range though. Where's the volume on this? Look at that, boom. Look at that rejection, guys. That's crazy. How crazy. I know, just off this higher low there, and then lower low. Boom. Major reaction. But guess what? Y'all want to see something even cooler, right? You want to see something nuts? I'm going to bring this over so people can see it for reals, though. Y'all want to see something even crazier? All right? Watch this. Bop. Bop. 50% reaction. High volume area from the money flow profile. 50% retracement. With that 4-hour reject, we're also inside a bearish FVG as plotted on the price action concepts indicator. I mean, gold, man. You had to reject that level. You had to. It's just like that was pristine. You couldn't go without it, my friend. But that's like money in the bank 4-hour material there. Imbalance, though, filled. Major volume rejection coming back down. Let's see where it heads now. ADA looking bullish right now. Yo, get this guy out of the chat. What are you doing, brother? ADA looking bullish. You're nuts. ADA's looking huge. I'm gonna move this like right here so that people can see more. Guys, you want to see Jerome on the right side of my screen? Make sure not 190 a year. That's so much stress for that. I couldn't. That's so much stress for that. But you know it's not the actual salary, right? Powell, we are doing everything we can to bring inflation back down under control. It's not our job to tell people how to feel about the economy. No jack. Readings like today's CPI is a step in the right direction. What we've been saying on stream this entire time, guys. Yet again, this is boring stuff, okay? Sitting here watching, seeing what Jerome has to say, right? We, besides betting whether or not he was going to say good afternoon as his first words was the only thing that, was actually exciting because we were like, what are the odds he says it and bam, he said it. The first thing he said, good afternoon. But again, been talking about it. He dances around the question, right? That's just what he does. Dances around the questions. He's going to just state cold hard facts that have already been reported. He's not going to make any predictions. It's smart. It's smart. Let's see here. Does this hit, guys? Does this hit right here? Boom. Hit that low. There you go. That's a play right there. Boom. That's a play right there. What a short. What a short. That's a play right there. Off that fib as well. And the breaker. Let's look at Tether. Bitcoin chilling as well. It's sitting less right now. It's very close. Very close on the left side. Very close. Hey, yo, Jerome. I'm gonna give you some green smoke. Yeah. Check Cardano. Are you serious? Like you actually want to look at Cardano? This guy's spamming Cardano. Look at this. Watch. I bet you it's terrible. I bet you Cardano is terrible. Laser showtime. We're losing people. Laser showtime. Let's look. Oh my gosh. Cardano? Dude, Cardano's up 4% today. No way. No way, broski. Cardano's up 4%. Sorry. I'm not. This isn't against you spamming Cardano, but this is literally the worst. Cardano's the worst. Cardano and XRP, the worst. So I'm not going to be sitting here. No, wow. It's up about the same as everything else. Now let's look at a real altcoin like Solana and say thank you, Solana, for finally bouncing with FOMC. And guys, it just so happens that Solana beautifully bounces off its 618 retracement. Can I get a hotta gang in the chat, brother? Let's get it. Yes, sir. Thank you, Solana. I appreciate it. 618 retracement with a bounce back. feel me? We talked about that yesterday, by the way. So make sure you tune into the daily streams if you want to see what we're talking about level-wise. This is still in bearish structure on that daily time frame, but again, this is the type of retracement you want to see. We go to like a weekly here. All we really want to hold up is over 136 to 160s. Close this week green, please. Please close green. Today, this week, please close green. Please close green. Please. I swear. I swear if you don't close green. I think we need some more, better music here. Let's go back to our other. This is always routine, brother. This is always routine. I'm gonna make a video, Jerome DJing. That's pretty prime. I gotta get Jerome DJing. That's prime. If he's there, if he's in the background, just ripping it. All right, Spotify. I forgot I didn't sign up for that either. What was happening? Yo, what's up, Dev? How you doing? Can you see OMG? He does this when he gets excited about 88 and XRP. Yo, you're nuts, bro. You're funny. Yeah, guys, market's dead, bro. I mean, ES, though. ES looking good. ES back green, or back up above these highs, right? Look at ES, bro. Dude, let's go ES. Oh, check ETH. We can look at ETH. ETH is one to check. Sorry. ETH making the same moves, though. Guys, there's not much analysis that could go on here, but again, for Ethereum, similar to that Solana update there that we talked about. There's that retracement. Yo, it's foggy in here. All right, we gotta, before my smoke alarm goes off again, we gotta chill with the smoke, bro. What's with these spammers today? Dev, my name's Jacob, man. My name's Jacob, man. Or Simon. I could call myself Simon. Y'all can't see that. I'm Simon, bro. But here's that fib retracement on ETH. Beautiful. Also inside that very nice bullish imbalance. And nice part is the 3,500, guys. We talked about that yesterday. We closed yesterday almost at 3,500. So everything lining up quite nicely with 3,500. Everything lining up quite nicely with 3,500. So hopefully, you know, like today, like we said on Bitcoin, if we can kind of close up over yesterday's high, it'd be ideal on Ethereum. But, you know, we just got to wait. We got to wait till Jerome's done, man. The market's going to pick a direction as soon as Jerome's done. That will determine what's happening here. That will determine what's happening.
Come on, Jerome.
What stinks, too, is like, nah, never mind. Come on, Jerome. It's a big FOMC day, so we're going to just focus on what he's saying. Yo, man's moving the camera. Y'all see that? Man's moving the camera over there. link. What he say positive? I mean, it's not. There's not much of a reaction on it, like you can see here. We're pretty much flat on ETH. This was rates unchanged reaction. Rates unchanged reaction. Jerome speaking. Jerome speaking. Jerome speaking. Right? It hasn't changed. Right? So if it ends here, so far it's looking like this thing's gonna rally back up here if he stops talking here in a second. I don't know how long he goes. Sometimes he'll go, I guess, till market close. It is positive Jerome is repeating things. Yeah. He's not going to say much. We look at totality of data on labor, economic growth, and inflation to begin rate cuts. Guys, like we said already, if you want to get like actual updates with everything going on in the markets, make sure you do follow our Twitter at LuxAlgo. Would highly suggest it. We are constantly posting up, and you know, like we'll post what's actually really important for you to know. So, like in this case, like earlier on, we were posting what's important, and posting funny memes like this. But here you go. We had FOMC members. I want to pull this up over here. Where'd that go? There it is. We have them saying less rate cuts in 2024 than what they said in the March meeting. So we had the March minutes. We were seeing that we would potentially get some, you know, 1 or 2 rate cuts in 2024. We're starting to see it to be less as well. So I think we'll get at least 1 this year. Now, when, I don't know. That's the biggest concern. But here you go. Market's already back up. Market's been up though, guys. Remember, market's been up. Remember, guys, here on the daily, we're mega green, right? We're mega green on the daily here. Bitcoin's up 2.6% today. ES is ripping today. Look at that ES candle, baby. Let's go. ES up 64%. All of this was on the CPI data, guys. All of this was on the CPI data, and that's, you know, that's a measurement for inflation. So Jerome's going to dance around the questions, right? He's just trying to get through it. He's just going to try to get through it. But this CPI data, that's what's moving the market today. We have the FOMC unchanged rates. We would have had a bigger reaction if we had a rate change. We didn't get it. But because we didn't get it, we're pretty much just trading accordingly off of this. And so long as Jerome doesn't say anything stupid, we're good, right? That's like market's going to close up. So it's just, Jerome has been doing this a long time. He knows what the heck he's doing. I'm just going to say. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Come on, gold. Hit that breaker move, baby. Retest that low for me. Gold is the only thing not reacting as much as everything else. But gold usually has a different reaction as well. It doesn't really... SP 500, massive rip. Yep. We just looked at that. Nothing's changed on that end. Come on, Jerome, say something crazy, he said. Yo, Bitcoin prediction today. What was the price? It was 69148. We're more right now. We are sitting at more. Sorry, what's it called? Sorry, Pepe. I'm winning now, brother. Pepe had the less prediction today. He's stressing out over here. See, he picked less. What a loser. Just kidding, buddy. I love you. All right, Pepe's in the chat if he loses. Everybody, condolences for Pepe. Bitcoin will go to 66K soon. On what grounds? On what grounds? On what grounds Bitcoin goes to 66K? Brother, this thing already tagged. This thing literally already tagged that low of 66. It already happened. You think it's gonna go? You think it's gonna go after that? Jerome. I mean, if Jerome closes and says bad things, before the end of this? Sure. I'm right there with you. But that inflation data report was money in the bank. It was money in the bank. Jerome, Jacob, if you lose today, a cartwheel is in order. 72K today. I love the optimism. All I want today, guys, on Bitcoin, by the way, if you're wondering, all I want today is a close at or near yesterday's open or high. So 69,500. I want it over there. Give me that. I like how cool he is. What a cool guy. He's a cool dude, Mr. Jerome.
We love you, Mr. Jerome.
And what pressure, though? Man, that would be the worst job in the world. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, come on, hit that low there. Hit it, though. Come on, gold. Lock it in, baby. Another rave if this hits. Another rave if it hits the low. Come on, baby. Here we go. I'm putting the laser on. Lock it in. What do you say? I'm sure JP invests in Sol. You know it, because he tunes into the Lux Idol live stream. Bada boom. Bada bang. Lock. Excuse me. Retest that low. Bada boom, bada bang right now. Bop it, gold. Bop it, gold. Bop it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. On the beat drop. Almost. There it is. Oh, it's almost there. You got it, baby. Come on. Boom. I mean, what we say? What we say?
Who's your daddy?
What we say on gold? What we say on gold? What do you want to do? What do you want me to do? We talked about this price here just a second. Retesting that low. I just literally just said that on stream. Why? Why though? Why are we discussing retesting that low? Maybe breaking the low. You feel me? First off, you got your breaker block right here. You got your breaker right here. Boom. See this hollow block there? Got the breaker. Got the breaker, okay? Price sets a new low. Let's pull a fib from that high to low. There's your swing points, right? Let's pull a fib from the high to low on the swings, right? You got your first initial retest of that fib inside between the 382 and the 50% retracement. Is that order block, right? Is that breaker block? You can't get better than that. Rejects it, right? Boom. You can take it off that price as well. Just set your stop right above the block, right above 50% retracement, whatever you want to do. I mean, it just everything lined up there for that thing to perfectly go retouch that low. Great job on gold. That's awesome. Easy. Everything's like it's just all in the cards, right? Why would the heck would I try to bounce on this thing? Red smoke. Let me get green smoke on that one. Oh, that was weak. I think I might be out of smoke fluid. We've been pressing the smoker too much today. I've been pressing the smoker too much today. Yo, wait a second. Jerome, in that time, what happened? Oh, event ended. The event is now over. All right, Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin, what are we doing? The event is now over. All right, guys, we got literally 40 minutes left. Throw what you want to see in the chat. Let's get it. Not 40. We don't have 40 minutes. We have 24 minutes left. Throw in the chat what you want to go over. Let's go over it. Ya boy's done. Jerome is done. Time to move. Are you buying Bitcoin? Yeah, I buy Bitcoin every week, man. I'm always buying Bitcoin. 66, go Bitcoin. We're at 68, man. If you're talking about 66K on the stream right now, that's tough, man. We got a lot of CPI price to regain there. I wouldn't see this hitting 66 on stream. Maybe into tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Caspa, Pendle, please. Oh yeah, we need to look at Link. Yeah, the problem is it's going to be hard to analyze these as well. But we can talk about it. Yo, so Pendle here. Let's look at it. Pendle, let's look at it. First off, right? Blew through its 618. But guess what? Who cares, right? Who cares about the 618 on that, on the fib retracement? I'm looking at this previous high right now. Price trading back through it, right? If that change character was going to hold, right? If that change character was going to hold, we're going to look for this thing to now close up over that price. On Pendle here, see if today it can, I mean, if it, we're already closing over yesterday's high. That's good. You got 4 hours left. See if today, though, it can go up, get back over 550, and I kind of like it. But this is a good spot to hold. I'll say that. It's a good spot to hold. I think Pepe is going to beat me on the Bitcoin predictions. No, bad. Maybe not. Bounce back for me. You got to bounce back for me in 40 minutes. In 20 minutes. I always say 40 minutes because we're at the hour and 40-minute mark. Look at this soul bounce back, brother. Let's go, Solana. Any news after 5 minutes? No. Guys, next news report, remember, real quick. Let me go back in time. Here we go. Boom. All right, so news report now. Tomorrow we have PPI, guys. It's just the news will not stop this week. PPI tomorrow 8:30. That'll, obviously continue to potentially push us in whichever direction it wants to. We'll wait on that, but that's an hour before open. Be ready. Be ready. Nice little bounce back there so far on Bitcoin or on Solana, meaning that the rest are probably doing the same. There you go. Nice bounce back as well on Bitcoin. None of my level longs hit. Wow, so much good content. What page is that in? Did my did my mic freak out again on yeah, it did. Hold on. I got you. Hopefully it's working now. All right. Let's see here. Bitcoin. Look at that. Wow. Breaker yet again. Breaker reaction, imbalances on the 1 minute, and then dropping back to retest the low. Some interesting, you could tell there's some algos trading a little bit here on Bitcoin. It's some crazy reactions. Probably some liquidation going on. Took out the lows here. It took out that low there. We'll see. ONDO. Yo, BK, I don't know why you don't post a Twitter link in the chat more often, especially when the bot's not here. You need to post it more in the chat, brother. God, I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. The dailies are very nice. There it is. Yeah. You guys, seriously, if you want, good updates constantly, follow that Twitter. BK just linked it in the chat, all right? LuxAlgo on Twitter. Look at this bounce, though. This is great. ODO, yesterday I had a great day. Today's closing nicely. If it just closes where it's at, man, above 130, I'm happy. Close above 130. That's what, next target is going to be 145, okay? Next target's 145. We're going to keep bouncing back around on Bitcoin here. And there's the low retest. Look at that. Look at that. Breaker block, price goes back up, reacts to it, and then drops right back down to retest the low. We just talked about that on gold. Guys, to be honest, the Dixie pulling back today. Dixie's settling. Wow, this is the dollar index. So the Dixie's settling off. It's still up, or not up on the day, but it was up this morning, sadly. It's settling though, which is good for the most part. We'll see how the rest of the market kind of reacts today. But I mean, ES on the daily though, like this thing's ripping through these all-time highs. I mean, even if the 1 minute's reacting like it is, yo, look at that. Unreal. It doesn't matter though. Look, okay, this is 1 minute. It's like, oh my gosh, panic. The market's dumping. Oh my goodness. Let me zoom out. What do you mean? We're up 40 points today. It's like market absolutely freaking ripped. So yet again, we're Bitcoin, right? Let's look again. All the people going,
Bitcoin's dumping. Oh my gosh, it's dumping. This is the end. This is the end of the world.
it's like, hasn't even fully taken out all the gains from CPI this morning. It's like 68K would be the watch right now. If we rally back down to 68K.
It's gone.
Y'all, yeah, go like or retweet that link BK just posted. That's good. That is very good. How is the euro reacting? I'm so used to typing tether. Euro's back down. We talked about 108. Guys, there you go. That's well past that. To be honest on this, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're kidding, dude. This is the play. Oh my guys, we might switch up our strategy. This is insane. We might switch up our strategy. This is nuts, dude. Like, what? Holy hell. That's crazy. Creates a breaker on an imbalance. Price, even with the report, price goes up, retests the breaker with the imbalance and the sell side imbalance there. So that sell imbalance, I shouldn't have said sell side. People are gonna be like, yeah, sell side imbalance. Sell imbalance there. So that, get back here, indicator. Get back here, price action concepts. What are you doing? That's money. We were talking about that earlier because we were talking about the potential stacking of a sell imbalance and a breaker. If you have an imbalance, if it's some type of imbalance is created, and right there, I mean, my goodness, right? The overlapping part of the breaker block and the imbalance is right here. That's the overlapping part. Oh my gosh, dude. That's insane. That's what we just got on gold as well. On the 1 minute, like we said there. Dude, gold, I think gold's going to hit 2,300 now. Literally the trade. Right here. Boom. Talked about retesting the low. It happened. Dude, that's nuts. Honestly. That surprises me sometimes. Guys, today's it's a way different stream because it's news heavy stream. Way different stream because it's news heavy. Man, I love that the altcoins are holding though. Look at Solana holding up. And look at I mean, ETH is, in my opinion, not an altcoin, but ETH is holding as well. But it's like Bitcoin, because it's like similar to like the US markets now, it's like breaking lows like the ES is. But I mean, again, the only difference here, though, is look at the ES from its, no, camera. Bad camera. I plugged it in. It shouldn't have died. I got you. You're all good, brother. Airs in the chat for camera. I'm plugging it back in. Yo, chill. Yo, chill, camera. This is the price action concepts indicator. I was asking. Sorry, give me a sec. Yo, chill, airs in the chat. New here, are you saying that the dotted lines are breaker blocks and not just the 50% of the order block? Yeah, so when it breaks, look at the difference between a breaker and a actual order block. Actual order blocks are not hollow. When it breaks an order block there, that's the breaker. You can see that's hollow. Now, the greater the percentage, the better as well. It can always be better. But guys, look at this real quick. Sorry, let me do a 15-minute. Here's that inflation update, right? The actual data, right? Here's the actual data pump we had, right? Right? Actual data pump. Same with Bitcoin. We haven't even come close. Bitcoin's probably the only one that's come close to erasing those gains on the data, on the overall data. But even then, price right now is still green on the day. We're still up 1%, almost 2% today. So actually, holy hell, why 68,500 here? Watch this price. Does it actually take out close below this or not? So watch, yeah, 68K is going to be a high watch here if it does come back to those highs. Yeah, so that's kind of the watch. That's the watch right now. That is the watch. Here you go, man. I'm resetting the audio. Hold on. What about now, TikTok? TikTok, sorry, I'm live on like 4 platforms, so if the audio's messed up, we're not gonna be live much longer. Hopefully it fixes itself tomorrow. No Bitcoin all-time high today. Yeah, that's okay though. We'll see how it ends up on the daily. The daily's money, guy. I mean, we're up to almost 2% today. I think we do close 2% on the day. Guys, what happens to EU bans Tether on the June 30th and US subsequently does the same later this year? Do you think Tether trading pairs got absolutely destroyed? I mean, that's a good question, man. This is something that probably, I mean, it hasn't happened, right? It hasn't happened yet, so we don't really know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see, right? It's one of those things. That's the only crappy part about bot. Where are you? All season in full motion. It's hard to say what could happen. There's a lot that could happen with that. Tether is such an interesting play. It's gonna come down to Bitcoin start pumping. It is going. It's bouncing back. Yo, wait a second. It is bouncing back. Love the volatility here. Yo, so the we got 9 minutes left. We literally have 9 minutes here. With the 9 minutes left, let's see here. Guys, if you're just now tuning in as well, rates unchanged on the US, the Euro, and Canadian banks and some of the other ones did cut rates. We did not. But our CPI report this morning was huge, so we had a massive gap up on majority markets. So appreciate you tuning in. Jerome didn't really say much. He danced around the question, just reiterating things. Look at Bitcoin reacting again now. Back down. Price 69148. Dang, dude. Pepe's gonna beat us again, I think. 691. Pepe just knows. Let's be honest. Pepe's the true king here. Let's be honest. Pepe knows. Pepe just knows what's gonna happen. He had a bad day because I went with him, right? He had a bad day because I went with him. It's my fault. Shouldn't have gone against him. He had a bad day because I went with him. This is the price for y'all's Bitcoin prediction right here. Gosh. YouTube live BTC prediction. Man, looks like Les is gonna win today, guys. Man, oh man. TRB. Looks like it's gonna win. Overall, guys, I don't really care about the 1 minute. I don't care about the 1 hour. All I care about is the 4 hour, the daily, and the weekly on Bitcoin. Today, the fact that we bounce off this previous high right here is why I'm happy. But we'll see how today closes. We got 4 hours left, 4:20 right now, Blaze. But this high, the fact that it was respected yet again, we'll see how it goes into tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow, obviously, rest of the week is going to be big. Rest of the week, we set the tone, right? We have the CPI data. We're up today. We're killing it today, which is fine. I love that we're up we were up 2-3% earlier, which is huge. ES, though. ES is, I think, coming down just a bit as well. But, again, at all-time highs. Apple didn't give a damn. 4% today. Let's go Apple. The NQ as well. If it'll let me load it. All-time highs. Bitcoin reacting a little bit more than the rest. Gold is breaking down. Gold is one of those that I do think we could now see a retest of 2,300. So really keep close eye on, especially if it closes where it's at, of a retest of 2,300. Okay, on gold. That's honestly something I'm going to be looking for. I think it's possible. For the time being, Pepe, man. Yo, y'all need to follow Pepe's trades, bro. Pepe's a king. Pepe's insane. Y'all need to follow Pepe's trades. Guy's insane. He plays the odds, bro. Man picked less today. Man's insane. Way to go, Pepe, dude. Pepe's in the chat. Let's go, Pepe, dude. Pepe's 1,200 on the account. Imagine at the end of the year, Pepe's up like 5,400 or something. We'd love to have you in our show at 8 p.m. Blockchain Bellas. I'll check out your page, man. Appreciate you reaching out, though. Major reactions here on Bitcoin. Who else got the W with the Liz? Y'all just go against me, bro. I'm literally giving you guys the playbook. I'm giving it to you. We got 6 minutes left on Bitcoin predictions right now. Les is killing the game. Pepe is king. Pepe is king. Guys, remember Thursday, PPPPPPI. Tomorrow, 8:30, PPI. Friday, we can have a breather. And then next week will be nice and normal trading. Honestly, guys, if you really want to not have to worry about what's happening and having to trade during these times, just don't do it, bro. When big news is coming, just don't trade. Enjoy your day. Come back. The next day is probably going to continue from that reaction, right? But again, everybody's saying Bitcoin's dumping. This is literally the 1 minute. Go to the daily. You're still in the green on the daily. We'll see how the daily closes. If it closes red, I'll be on that dump. I'll be on the dump one. Is showing how to Pepe is showing you how to trade without emotions. He is 100% emotionless. I will say, guy's a king. Guy's a monster. Gold, man. Gosh, gold is getting obliterated as well. Insane. 30. I'm telling you guys, 2,300. I think it's gonna get retested. I do. I really do. I wanted to see 4 minutes left on the Bitcoin predictions. Guys, remember, on gold, we discussed here of that bear flag. Look at it. Just take it out. The same area again. We discussed the original bear flag. Sadly, obviously, we had those reports, so the bear flag, technical analysis just doesn't matter. Right? It just doesn't. But here was that bear flag. If this thing actually ends up breaking this 4-hour low here, 2311. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I really think 2300 is going to go hit. I do think it's going to hit again. Especially if price closes where it's at. It closes over the last 4-hour candle. And then on the daily, if this thing flips red, yeah. This is... Yo, I cannot believe, though, that the euro. Oh, my gosh. The euro breaker, dude. We're going to be looking at this. What was the other one we talked about? No, this one. Yeah, it was right here. If we could have gotten that trade. The 4-hour breaker imbalance reject. I mean, that's insane, dude. Yo, Tarek, you got to stop spamming, bro. You got to stop spamming. Guys, we got 3 minutes left. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. A little crazy. Again, I mean, I'm an average trader like you guys. I'm not going to sit here and try to go in full detail about what all these numbers mean for the long term, stuff like that. I mean, I understand the overall top side of what they do to the market. That's pretty much it. But I like to enjoy it. I mean, regardless, it's boring. What I can say, if you're new to trading, okay, first off, you need to know when news like this hits, right? That's the first thing you need to know. Secondly, just understand that when price reacts a certain way, it's reacting properly. That's the way it's supposed to react. Trade in which price is reacting. So if price is showing you, like on the euro here, that it's in a 4-hour downtrend. I mean, because that's where it comes down to. It's actually not that complicated. You don't have to just understand the complete, in-depth information about what CPI does to the market. You can understand if CPI helps the market or makes it worse in whichever the whichever the data puts us in. Like we had a miss, right? Based on CPI, it's literally a gauge on how inflation is doing, right? That's all you really need to know. You don't need to know much about like how it's calculated, stuff like that. If you want to get more into that, something you're into, then do it. But what I'm saying is you just need to understand just the generalized, synopsis of what the hell these major reports do to the market and how they can affect it in the future. And then don't trade around. I mean, that's the best part about the market is there's so many different ways to trade. But if you do want to be updated with things that is well understood, it's easy to understand, make sure you follow the Twitter at Luxalgo. We're going to keep you updated with, what's easy, right? We want to make sure you understand it for the most part. But again, you don't be scared if you don't fully understand it. I don't fully understand it. I just understand the generalized use cases with each major report, right? I understand if, we have a slowing of that CPI data. We have a miss, right? If we miss on the CPI report, right? If it's less than what was projected, that's good for inflation. There's just certain things that you don't have to go into full detail, right? So just go do a little bit more research on it. I'm gonna try to keep it as black and white as I can, as caveman as I can. I like to say CPI miss, markets go up. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's at the end of the day all we need to know, unless you guys want to go really in depth, but then it gets really boring. But if you do want to be updated, follow the Twitter. I mean, you're gonna get the updates you need. But man, I'm just going in circles. Okay, sorry. 2-hour mark. Les is the winner. Les is the hella winner. Let's freaking go. If you said Les, guys, great job. I'm going to close that. Wow. Pepe with the banging trade. Let's go, Pepe. W's if you said Les today. Sorry, to retouch on that, I'm all over the map with about news. You just need to understand how news affects the market. That's it. You don't have to be an economic major to understand how news affects the market. I'm not an economic major. I literally, got into this 7 years ago, and I started understanding how major news events affect the market and what to look at. Once I knew what to look at, that's it. I just follow what it does. It's like price go down, bad report. Price go down, I trade the downside. That's it. Price go up, I trade the upside. I mean, there's sometimes if you overcomplicate it, then you'll just start trading very badly. Don't overcomplicate it. Follow the directions from those higher time frames, and I promise you that will just give you that one leg up in the market. Guys, if you said less today, great job. Let's see who said it. Let's see who said less today. Let's see who said less today. Let me get you over here. I'm going to go to that end screen. Let's get it, baby. All right. Our less winners, baby. Our less winners today were Jockey with the less. Great job, Jockey. Let's go. Moto Matic with the less. Great job, Moto. We got our boy Sora with the less. Everybody that's saying more. Come on, man. Frank with the more. Ibe with the more. I don't even know. June with the more. Jacob with the more. Errors in the chat for me. Jacob with the more. Come on, brother. What are you doing, Jacob? Pepe's ripping you apart. Helium with the more. Sora with the less. We went over that. Salty Biscuit. Ibe with the less. Dame with the more. Come on, Dame. What you doing, brother? Come on. Need some more bumping in here. All right. There we go. Yeah. Dame with the more. Come on, Dame. Zane with the less. I think you're supposed to go against me, Dame. What happened? Doberman with the more. Come on, man. Samu with the more. ABD with the more. RB Sniper with the more. Come on, man. Junior with the less. Great job, Junior. Let's go. Brian with the more. Duke with the less. Great job, Duke. Moreland with the more. Muscle with the more. Tal with the more. No. Whatever your name is. Less. Congrats, man. You killed it. Mike Play with the less. Great job, Mike. Let's see here. Land Crypto with the less. Great job. Cryptic Zombie with the less. Great job, man. Crypto Mindset with the less. Yo, Crypto Mindset. Great job, brother. Demonic with the less. Yo, y'all are popping off. Great job. Vishnu with the more. Come on, man. Dame with the more. Another Dame. Damn this guy. With the more. Come on, man. Tom with the more. Come on. Crypto Kid with the less. Great job. Crypto Gaming with the more. Come on, Gaming. Where'd it go? RP Hizzle with the more. Wardo with the more. The rest aren't loading. I'll make sure we get him all dialed in, though. Congrats if you said less today one more time. Great job, guys. Very much appreciate it. Yet again, appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. Like always, y'all are the best. If you enjoyed today's stream, make sure you hit that sub button. I would very much appreciate it. Make sure you follow the Discord. You follow the Twitter or X. You follow the X account if you want current market updates. Besides that, my friends, join the Discord. We're chatting in there all the time, having a good time. I do want to entice you to come hang out with us. It's absolutely free. It's discord.gg/lux. or just search Lux Algo Discord on YouTube. Hit him with the, that's just the fog. I need the blue. Okay. Either way, join the Discord. I'd very much appreciate it. I'm going to start being in there more often. I got a baby coming at the end of this month, so I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. The stream's going to change a little bit, but if you did enjoy the stream, make sure you hit that sub button. Guys, Friday, we're doing a $300 giveaway. Tune back in on Friday. You have to be a part of the YouTube stream to be a part of that $300 giveaway, so I'd very much appreciate it if you go and tune into the main YouTube stream. That's where we're always chatting. That's where the bot is. That's where you do your Bitcoin predictions. But again, congrats to those that said less. Besides that, my friends, I'll see you tomorrow. Happy FOMC. Hopefully, we get a little bit of bounce back. Markets are still green, guys. Even though we're down, markets are still green, okay? So don't worry. I'll see you back tomorrow. Let's go, baby. Another daughter, by the way, yeah. I gotta get the lights off. I think we got to close it with our favorite song. Hold on. I got to close it with our favorite song real quick.
Disco Inferno, let's go.
Clubbing time. Let's get it, baby. Come on. Auto gangs in the chat. Come on, baby. Daughters are easy till 13. Richard, I already got one that's a 2-year-old. I already got a 2-year-old, man. I know. She's already all over the place. Let's go, baby. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Man, oh, man. FOMC was eventful. Let's hope we continue this move tomorrow, but let's get it. $300 giveaway on Friday. Make sure you tune back in. We'll see you there, my friends. Blood waterfall, the guy said. Man, markets are still green, bro, so I could beg to differ, brother. I could beg to differ on that one. Come on, Bitcoin. Give me that bounce back. Bitcoin is still up today, guys. It's still up. It's barely green. Only $100 right now. This thing is ripping. Gold, man. Gold's gonna retest 2,300. I promise, bro. I promise. Gold's gonna retest 2,300. It's gonna do it. Is that your birthday? I bet we can see it. Mine just turned 5. Yeah, dude. Markets are still green, my friends. Markets are still green. The ES still 47 points in the green. The Nasdaq still well in the green. So let's come back tomorrow and talk about it. Aight? Let's get it, baby. The club. Jerome's going to be DJing here, I think, next week, so be ready for that. Jerome Powell, having him live on stream, DJing behind me. So get ready for that one. That's going to be nuts. Just letting you know, that's going to be nuts.
Who's your daddy?
All right, guys. I appreciate it, my friends. Yet again, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you back tomorrow. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord. Ping me in the Discord if you guys want to chat. Let's hang, all right? I'll see you in there. Come back tomorrow between 1 and 2 Eastern. We'll be doing it all over again, looking at those reports. We got news in the morning. Be ready an hour before open.